Hey guys, OGalbina here, and welcome back to BBL Week 8. In Week 7, we were able to thankfully bounce back into It's Whatever, despite a scary +4 Galarian Moltres almost running away with the game. In Week 8, we take on Numb Nexus, who has seen new life breathed into his season after some clutch transactions. If we are able to take home this game, it pretty much guarantees that we make playoffs this season, which is great in such a tight race. Nexus has been playing really well though, so we'll have our work cut out for us. If you guys do enjoy Week 8 of the BBL, be sure to drop a like on the video as well as subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 4,000 subscribers, and I would really appreciate your help along in reaching that goal. I also want to give a huge shout out to Mudkip Fan, Horn Latios, Keegan, and Cinerath for the Mox Suite. Also a huge thank you to King L5 for the build support as well. With that being said, let's jump into the team builder. Our team, if you did forget, consists of Dialga, Fluttermane, Terramew, Krookodile, Quaquaval, Ogerpon Cornerstone, Shaman, Weezing, Sableye, and Rotom Heat. While Nexus' team consists of Magearna, Necrozma Dawnwings, Tinglu, Terra Salamence, Sneasler, Uxie, Manaphy, Muck, and Abomasnow. Lots of scary threats on Nexus' side. Magearna and Sneasler is a combo that really worries me, as the combo grabs great Volter momentum on their pretty passive checks on my team. This momentum-heavy offense is especially scary considering how free Tinglu is into me, and how many hazards it can get up if it's positioned well. Terramint is a huge threat alongside Dragon Dance, and there really are a ton of typings that can go with here to be incredibly strong. Steel, Fairy, and Ground are the three I expect the most. Lastly, Necrozma Dawnwings is really scary here. It can't really hit Krook super effective hard, but alongside hazards, I think Scarf Moongeist Beam is really strong here. With that being said, let's take a look at our build this week. First up is our Terra Captain and Win Condition in Mew. This week we have a pretty strong Terra Ghost variant, with Poltergeist, Low Kick, Flame Charge, and Swords Dance. The combination of Poltergeist and Low Kick hit Nexus' team incredibly hard, and Flame Charge is a great move to either boost speed or pick off weakened threats with. We are Swords Dance over Dragon Dance to ensure that we don't lose out on the sweep to do an Intim Shuffling Mets, and +2 hits get much better rolls on his fat core of Magearna, Tinglu, and Uxie. Our item of choice this week is Lumberry, in order to avoid Dire Claw shenanigans or T-Wave and Yawn from Uxie. Second, we have Krookodile, serving as our Rocker and Necro Dawnwings check. With the attack moves as Knockoff and Earthquake for Stab, and Low Kick for Tinglu, Nexus doesn't super appreciate switching into Krook either. Our item of choice here is a Citrus Berry, as we have to switch in very often to mons like Necrozma and Tinglu. EVs wise, we have Speed for Dawnwings, enough attack to Oko said Dawnwings with Knockoff, and the rest in HP. Third, we have Fluttermane, serving as an ever important choice scarfer here. As strong as Specs and Boots were, Scarf felt required to outpace his likely Scarfers and Sneasler and Necrozma, as well as speed boosting sweepers in Shift Gear Magearna and Dragon Dance Salamence. Alongside hazards, Moonblast and Shadow Ball have really no answers. We also have Mystical Fire for a stronger hit on Magearna and Terra Steel Mets. Lastly is Memento, in case we want to give Mew an easier setup opportunity. EVs wise, we would have Speed for Sneasler creeping Ogerpon, which allows us to go Modest, Max Special Attack, and the rest in HP. Fourth is our main Sneasler check and Weezing. This week we're rocking a max physically defensive set with Rocky Helmet to punish U-turns from said Sneasler. Our moveset consists of Sludge Bomb for Stab, Will-O-Wisp to burn switch-ins and physical threats, Flamethrower for Magearna pivots, and Psybeam. Psybeam seems like a bit of overkill for Sneasler, but I wanted the ability to reliably beat sub-Swords Dance or Taunt Swords Dance sets that could take advantage of me otherwise. Our ability is Neutralizing Gas, to absorb potential siege spikes and stop Mens from getting a Moxie boost if we sack Weezing to it. EVs wise here, we're a simple max HP, max defense set. Fifth is our lead in Ogerpon Cornerstone. Ogre here has the goal of setting up a spike and stopping turn 1 hazard stack against us. We can do so with Taunt on Tinglu, preventing any spike shenanigans. Our last two moves on the set are Stabs and Ivy Cudgel and Power Whip, which really don't have great answers if there's a spike up. EVs are creeping max speed Salamence and Manaphy, have max attack and the rest in HP. Lastly is Uber number 2 and Dialga. Dialga is going to serve as our Spadef Sponge into the likes of Magearna and Manaphy alongside its Assault Vest. Despite being a bulkier Assault Vest variant, it's not like Nexus super appreciates switching into it. We have Draco Meteor and Flash Cannon for Stabs, Earthquake to beat down Calm Mind Magearna, and Dragon Tail to force out and set up Manaphy, as well as shuffle our mons like Tinglu or chip down mons with hazards that our Krookodile and Ogerpon set up. EV wise, we live 2 Specs Flare Cannons after Rocks, we have enough attack to KO max HP Magearna after a spike, and then we have the rest in our special attack. That is going to be the team for Week 8 of the BBL. Let me know what you guys think of the squad down in the comments below. With that being said, let's jump into it. Alrighty guys, here we are at the battle. We are connected with Nexus. He is Terra Fairy Ments, he told me before. We have Sneasler. We have Manaphy. We have Tingluski, who is a big issue, a Pokemon I am very, very worried about. We have Magierna and Necrozma. Alright, so our plan, as said in the team builder, is just going to, I hope said in the team builder, I haven't written it yet, to be honest with you. It's just going to be leading Ogerpon. We're going to try and get up some spikes. If we see lead Tinglu, we're just going to go ahead and taunt it. There's no Uxie, which is probably the most awkward lead for us, and that's really, really nice. So, yeah, we'll go from there. We will go from there. Good luck for the Nexus. I'm excited for this one. We played in week 1 of BBR when he first came back, and him and Joey and them Caden played that season, and we got a little lucky in that game. We were able to take home a dub. Hopefully we have a clean one here, but yeah. Good luck, have fun. Alright, we see lead Sneasler. That's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and taunt I'm going to go ahead and spike immediately. If we see him set up like a T-spike, I'm just going to get into Weezing immediately. We are Newt Gas for that specific reason. We are just going to see a U-turn. He is going to go ahead and get a crit, so I don't really get any information on that set. A little annoying, but not the end of the world. U-turn. There we go. And I'm going to get up an immediate spike, which is going to be really, really nice in this game at chipping things down. We are going to see Magierna come out immediately, which is fine with me. And I think it's just a Dialga angle. I really want to go aggressive Kruk on a pretty likely Volt Switch. I kind of wish I was a lead counter set that I had envisioned before, but not the end of the world. We're just going to get out into Dialga and go from there. We could see just a U-turn or a Volt Switch. Completely fine with me, to be completely honest with you. The main thing that's going to be worrying is Tinglu coming in. I think I have to get hard back into Ogerpon. From there, I can throw off a pretty strong Power Whip and exert some pressure that way. I could get up a second spike as well, but I don't envision the second spike being all too useful, so I'm not really going to do so. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Dialga comes out. Dude, it's so fucking big, man, compared to this mag. You see a Volt. I'm assuming this is some kind of AV set, if I had to guess. I could also see Scarf. I played Scarf in a couple of mocks, and it was really strong. So we're going to see a Volt. And then from here, we have the sack of the Ogerpon, pretty much always. And the spike is up forever. Tinglu's going to come out. We're going to see Boots. No Boots. Very nice. Vessel of Ruin, that is fine. We are immediately going to get up into our Ogerpon once again, and I could just offer really strong power up. If something like Sneasler wants to come in, that's great for me, right? Really, really nice position for me, to be completely honest with you. We're just going to go ahead and click a button. So spikes do come out. Bit annoying. Not the end of the world. We also see that this is not going to be leftovers, which is also really nice for us chipping it down. I'm just going to click Power Up. If something like Mag comes out, that's fine. I'm going to spike afterwards. The second spike is fine. Something like Sneasler comes out, I'm going to have my Weezing sack in the back, or I'm going to have my Weezing pivot and then keep this sack in the back for later. So yeah, again, exerting as much pressure as humanly possible. Yeah, we'll see from there. We'll see. Not sure exactly. I mean, like, no matter what he goes into, this is a strong hit. I don't think you can go hard Mence. Hard Mence is crazy. I can always taunt it afterwards, though, right? And prevent any kind of Mickey setup, like, bullshit. And just go from there. He also probably doesn't want to get knocked on that thing, right? Knock is a very viable play here. So, I'm just going to click Power Up. He's really thinking about this. I would love if he gave me damage on this guy. This guy's broken. This guy super scares me. So... he's going to withdraw. That's fine. Big power up on something. We just got to hit. Magierna. This is great. Spike plus power up plus another spike going up right here. Cool. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. We also get to find out if this thing is going to be a Choice Scarf variant, which is really good for us to know. This is great for my Flutter main, though. I'm assuming this is AV in this matchup in general. So, just going to get up another spike. I could just power up again, but I might as well get the extra chip. And this guy's basically in range of whatever he's going to be in range of. So we're going to have a second spike. It is not going to be Assault Vest. I mean, Choice Scarf. He's gonna Volt. And we're gonna get to maintain initiative right here, which is the big thing, in my opinion. Like, we're really gonna get to maintain initiative here. And, yeah, put ourselves in a pretty okay spot right now. Pretty okay spot indeed. Yeah, we'll see. I'd like to see Fluttermane into Sneasler after 2 spikes. How much is that going to do? Unfortunately, we don't kill just yet. Manaphy is going to come out. Okay. And I'm fine with this thing taking 2 spikes. That's nice. Now from here, the main question is I think it's just a Dialga play, right? It's a Dialga play and a Dragon Tail. Dialga and Dragon Tail seems very, very free. Yeah, Dialga and Dragon Tail seems very, very free. So we're going to get out into our Dialga. We're unfortunately going to take a spike. But what this does is this also catches the Tinglu coming in, makes it take 2 spikes, take a Dragon Tail, and get out. So I really, really like this position right here. Lets us to really start allowing our, or it really allows us to start racking up some chip. And again, if we get something disadvantageous like the Megarita comes out, we're going to be in a pretty good spot, right? So I'll for sure take it. Tinglu. Okay. Just got to hit. Show me the Dragon Tail hit. As this Pokemon puts me in a really uncomfortable spot. Of course, we fucking missed. That's pretty tilting. That is pretty darn tilting. We're gonna go into our Krookodile. We're gonna elect to get up our rocks here. Wow, that's tilting. Really, really unfortunate, but what can you do? What can you do? Man, man, man. Okay. So we're gonna get the Intim drop. He's gonna get up a spike. I'm gonna go ahead and get up my rocks. More hazard chip, better, you know, that kind of thing. And we might just have to kind of play for this Fluttermane Choice Scarf endgame. Stealth Rock and Spike, is that is almost a Moonblast range right there, right? Almost a Moonblast range, so. Again, we're just gonna go ahead and click the button. He has 2 spikes. It's a bit unfortunate. He's gonna be able to get his 3rd right here, but then I'll get a big knockoff into something. We are Citrus Berry, so we can pretty comfortably stay healthy through this right here. Man, that Dragon Tail miss sucks, because these spikes don't go up. These spikes don't go up and something takes 2 spike, but oh well, what can you do, right? What can you do? Okay, we're gonna rock. We're gonna see that 3rd spike. You see a Whirlwind. Doesn't want me to bulk up. Man, this really sucks that he got this. Really, really sucks that he got this. Oh, that blows. Okay. Out comes Mew. Another unfortunate Pokemon to get into, as this is our main win condition. I'm just gonna have to go back out into Krookodile right here. I could low kick here, but yeah, tough spot, man. Tough spot. What can you do? It's life. Dragon Tail miss is huge. Ah. Now, obviously, you could have gotten into something threatening, but there's also nothing that threatens Dialga with an Oko, right? Okay, he's gonna withdraw as well. Manaphy. Okay. Rocks, spikes, that's fine. We can still pop our Citrus. I am just going to have to go on to Dialga. The good thing about Dialga here, right, is that the Megarita is at half, and it's going to take 2 spikes and rocks coming in. So that's a lot of damage, right? So hopefully we can put ourselves in a good position that way. I think Scarf Flutter endgame is probably our best out. Scarf Flutter endgame is probably our best out. We just really need to deal with that Mence guy. That's the thing that's worrying me the most right now. I'm wondering what the Mence calcs look like. Salamence, if it's like Terra Water from 75, it just doesn't kill with Blast, unfortunately. Are we gonna see some kind of utility, flip turn, U-turn type shit? Yeah. Tough one. Tough one for the gang. Okay, the good thing, though, is if Sneasler comes out here, which is probably his best immediate revenge to this, is he really, really, really does not take that Scarf Shadow Ball endgame anymore. Because once he switches in twice on these hazards, Shadow Ball endgame is there. We just need to chip the Mets at that point, and then we win with Shadow Ball. I guess also need to get rid of Tinglo. We could also Moonblast endgame, right, if we get rid of Megierna. Though Necrozma is a little bit of an issue in that regard. But hey, we'll see. Nah, I don't like how healthy this thing is. It's very frustrating. From here, what is our position? Is it just going to be Dracoing? I think I'm going to Dragon Tail, cover him whirlwinding me out. I am faster, or should be faster. Just got Earthquake, yeah. Maybe that was a dumb play. Crit? No. Bad spot! Bad spot, bad spot. Okay. So what is our play here going to be? Is it going to be Krook? I don't have any type of roar shit, is the only problem. What is our best offensive position right here? I think it's going to be Flutter and Moonblasting. Yeah, I think it's going to be Flutter and Moonblasting, unfortunately. Or just Moonblast. Oh my god, this could be Roselli. I just threw. Yeah, I just threw. Good game. I threw. I'm super tilted. Oh, I threw. Stupid, stupid fucking play. Stupid, stupid play. Stupid, stupid play. I threw. That's gonna be game. Very, very bad one. From your boy. Very, very bad one. Is there a universe where I win? I don't think so. I'm gonna go ahead. Just gonna low kick. Don't really have another play. Yeah, this is wraps, I think. Just gonna low kick, knock out the Tinglo. Down it goes. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, man. I mean, those last two plays were just abhorrently terrible. Like, just genuinely terrible. Man. Just really, really bad play. There's no reason I should be playing like that. Ugh. God, I'm tilted out of my mind. It happens. We'll have to see what we can do. There is still, like, Mickey Mew endgame potential. I don't know where it's at, but let's see Mew into like Salamence. Oh, Magearna comes out? Okay, hold on. We might have some sort of out here. I think my play is actually going to be a Weezing angle. I think I'm going to try and find the opportunity to set up Mew now. With Newt Gas, he's like just not going to be able to deal with me accordingly, I don't think. Okay, Spike. I really hope he just goes for the kill here. Regardless, I'm just gonna Wisp something on the switch-in. I really just hope he goes for the kill. He is? Okay. There is a potential for this to win, by the way. I really wish I was Citrus now, but it's okay. He still gets a Soul Heart, but he's -3 right now. My out here is going to be Swords Dancing. Oh, I wish I was Citrus. Floor Cannon here, Floor Cannon here, Floor Cannon here, Floor Cannon here, Floor Cannon here. Thunder Wave. Okay, hold on. We can win. If it Scarf Sneasler, we lose. We're on a Flame Church. Scarf Sneasler, we lose. Otherwise, I think we win. I mean, it's literally this or nothing, right? I mean, if he goes out the Snoozer here, he's Scarfed, right? There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Yeah, I lose. Unfort. Unless I can live this Dire Claw for some reason. I cannot. If he's max attack. So, I mean, we just go for it, right? There's not to. We're gonna go for the Poltergeist. If we outspeed, we win. If we don't, we lose, and that's on me. I think I just played this game really, really poorly. I think I played this one really, really poorly. And what else can you do, you know? Just, that's life sometimes. So, we're gonna go ahead. What just happened? What just happened? What just happened? I told him I'm the right Terror type. Okay, I'm double checking, make sure I didn't, like, just super get the forfeit lost. What? Don't be boots, don't be boots, don't be boots, don't be boots. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, there's an out. We're just gonna Poltergeist. +1 after rocks. If he's offensive, we just kill. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We just gotta hit our moves. Lum, this dies. This dies. Fuck. Oh my god, he threw and we lost. Oh, what was that roll, man? I mean, I can't be too upset. I played this game terribly, man. I played this game so bad. I got so tilted off that Dragon Tail miss. Unless it's no speed Manaphy, I think we lose. I mean, after an Intim, this is, what, -1? I'm just gonna EQ. If it's no speed Manaphy, there's a chance. Or this is, like, really slow. Oh my god, I outspeed. Is there still a chance? There's no way. What is this? This is a roller coaster. This is a roller coaster. I'm on a roller coaster and I don't like it. How low is the Manaphy? Oh my god, if the Manaphy's slower, I win. If the Manaphy's slower, I win. This is like some defensive flip turn shit. Show me defensive Manaphy. Oh my god! It was slower. It was too bulky. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to think, man. What just happened to me? What? There's nothing Necro can do. I mean, let's calc. Max HP. Colberberry? This thing cannot kill me with any Scarf hit. We're just gonna knock. Oh my gosh, we won. What just happened? That might have been the most scuffed game of Pokemon to literally ever exist. I don't think I deserve to win that game, by the way. Like, 100%. I played that mid-game unbelievably terrible. Unbelievably terrible, I played that mid-game. With the Dialga area, and I couldn't... Like, obviously, I was super tilted off the Dragon Tail mix, but I did not play that endgame well. I don't know why he close combated.
Maybe he just forgot the Terror type and he wanted to clean, like with CC, or he thought I was going to go hard into the Sneasler. I mean, I don't find another opportunity, man. I can't switch out, right? Like, I can't switch out. I'm at, like, 2 HP. So, I don't know. We clinched playoffs in probably the worst game I've played all season. You know, it happens. Sometimes you play terrible and you end up winning, and I'm not super happy with that one. There will definitely be a post-game analysis we'll talk about in a minute, so I'm not even going to outro. See ya. Alrighty, guys, it's post-game analysis time, and this is a big one, obviously. I know we won this game, but this is, in my opinion, the worst we played this season by far. I'm very, very not happy with how I played. I think I let the tilt get to me again with that Dragon Tail miss, and we're going to kind of go through the different issues and things I did in my play and things I wish I could go back and change. Again, I'm very, very fortunate. Nexus kind of just blanked on our Terror type. I talked to him afterwards. He's just like, I don't know what I was thinking. I just wanted to win with CC. I played to my outs, and the stars had to align for us to get lucky enough to win that game with how terribly we played that mid game. And I just kind of want to go over the different points. Obviously, we can zoom through. I think the lead I'm completely fine with, right? Getting up the spike immediately was very, very nice. Mag comes out. We're able to kind of pivot out, save this, get out into our Dialga, exert some offensive pressure. He goes back into his Tinglu. That's fine with me. Again, I have the free Ogre Punch stack if he wants to attack. He wants to get up a hazard and get off a strong hit. Things are going according to plan at this point, despite, you know, us being technically down him on. He's going to pivot out into his Mag. We get off big damage, right? And this is really, really great for that Flutter main endgame that we're is kind of our most reliable path, right? We break with Mew and Dialga, win with Flutter. With 2 spikes up and crazy damage on Magearna, we just need rocks, and we're in an incredible position. Like, in a really, really good position. So he's going to Volt out. He's going to kill us. Out comes Manaphy. I get back out into my Dialga, and this is where things kind of go awry, right? I end up just clicking Dragon Tail here. I'm going to put on 2 times speed for whenever I want to, like, let it play in the background. Again, I think this is the right play, right? Draco also can miss. Dragon Tail can potentially have big, big upside. He takes this hit right here. The next time he comes in, he's sub 50, which is really, really big for a lot of calcs. And I can potentially position myself in a good spot where something like Mens comes out, something like Magearna comes out, something like Manaphy comes out, any of those 3 Pokemon in the back, something like the, what do you call it even comes out? The Dawn Wings. We're still not in a bad spot because we can get Krook and get our rocks, right? So this missing was huge, right? I mean, you can see me laughing right here, maniacally. There's no doubt that this was absolutely big, but I think I let this get in my head a little bit in the way I played kind of this mid and end game. You're gonna see right here, I pivot out, I go into Krook, things are fine here, he gets up another spike, a little bit unfortunate, but what can you do? I'm gonna go ahead and I think just get up my own rocks right here, which is pretty darn valuable. Whirlwind comes out, we're gonna get Whirlwinded out. Force take some more hazard damage, and again, we get kind of worst case scenario and get back out into our Mew. I guess not worst case scenario, Dialga would probably be worse. And from here, I am just going to pivot right back out into the Krookodile here, try and exert some kind of pressure. And it makes a good mid-ground play into the Manaphy. It covered my pivot back out into Krook, as well as like any kind of like special setup shenanigans that Mew wanted to go for. I'm not 100% sure on why exactly he made this play, but again, it's not the end of the world, right? It's going to come in, he's going to take rocks, spikes, this thing's very, very low. So that's obviously really, really nice. We're going to see it as a little bit more utility based as we get onto our Dialga. Good bring from Nexus, right? He's going to go ahead and click the U-turn here, or the flip turn here, get out into the Tinglu again, and I, for the life of me, can't explain this play. I really could not tell you why I thought that Dragon Tailing was a good idea. I don't have a ground resist. There's no reason Nexus is going to Whirlwind. This covered him spiking, I suppose, if you want to get up that 3rd spike, which could have been really valuable for him as he only has 2. The jump between 2 spikes and 3 spikes is pretty hefty. But regardless, I need to take my damage. I don't have anything that Okas this in the back, or I don't have a lot of things that Oko this in the back, really. If I get my Draco damage off, this next play, while it's bad, it doesn't just lose me the game potentially, right? Because in my head, I'm like, okay, I still have Flutter endgame. Do I go Krook? I don't want to take a lot of damage for Krook. Something else I was thinking about in this specific instance is I did not want to allow Salamence to come in and set up for free on me. Intim, Terra Fairy, we're not in a great position, right? Depending on its coverage moves. I'm not Levitate on my Weezing. So if he's EQ last slot, we're looking at a tough position from there. So I am going to go into my Flutter, but regardless of how scared I am of the Ments, this just wasn't the correct play, right? I still at least have Weezing. He can't EQ on my switch in and get a Sludge Bomb off and then threaten it with Flutter Mane afterwards. This thing showed no item. In my head, I'm thinking this can be Roselli. There's no reason for me to ever go into Flutter right here. I sacked my win con here. This was a genuinely flabbergastingly pretty bad play. and I got punished for it. Again, we get the Dragon Tail, maybe we're in a better spot. We just Draco Meteor, though, we're in an even better spot. That's guaranteed going to be in range of that Moonblast from there afterwards. So, just a really terrible play, and we just didn't get punished for it, you know, in the end up winning. So we got into Mew here. I think from here, I don't have any major blunders. It's really just those 2 mid-game plays of Dialga into Fluttermane that were really abhorrently terrible on my end. We get the low kick kill. We are going to see Magearna come out, and I think from here I kind of played to my outs, right? We're going to see Magearna come out. It's very low. I see this is my only opportunity. Am I more open to Sneasler in this game? Yes, but I'm not going to find the opportunities to set up anymore. I'm just simply not. Sneasler really doesn't have to come out anymore. So I think getting this sack off was perfect because we forced 2 Flare Cannons. Gosh, that mon's strong. And we're going to go ahead, Willow just on any switch out, right? And then we're going to go ahead and die here. It does still get the boost, right? So I didn't actually know how the neutralizing gas mechanic worked because I thought it would just be -4. It was -4. We're actually good in this endgame. But it's -3 until the very last day. I think literally yesterday, I had Citrus on this Mew, but I ended up thinking Lum was a little bit more consistent. I don't think that necessarily is a bad call on my end. I am going to go ahead, SD right here. Unfortunately, we are very low from this position. We Flame Charge, and if he's Scarf. There's not much I can do. Obviously, he forgot our Terra type, and I'm really glad that I didn't Terra before I needed to, because it opened up this potential choke endgame here. And from here, we're able to kill this guy, which beat my Krook. And then, I don't know it yet, but my Krook outspeeds the entirety of the rest of the team. This is a very bulky Ment. If it wasn't bulky, to be fair, this play guaranteed lost in the game because this was a very bulky Ment. The only way he could live this was if it was like incredibly bulky, and that means he just had to cut into his speed and he couldn't be as fast, right? He probably saw Krook as a setup target, not something he needed to outspeed and revenge as much. So he is going to go ahead and Terra Fairy right here. A little bit unfortunate. Attacked by the Lumberry. We just missed out on the KO, but from there, I mean, the Krook clutch of a lifetime. I still haven't decided who I'm going to give thumbnail to, Mew or Krook. They both got 3 this game. But man, not one I'm very happy with. And I think it's important as a draft league player and anything in life, right? If you're playing sports, right? When I used to play baseball, I used to have my dad record every at bat, and I'd throw that shit up on the TV after I got home from the game that night or the next morning, and I would look at myself mechanically, and that's what I'm kind of doing right here whenever I do these in these games. When these games I'm like really not happy with how I played it, I still watch back my wins and kind of, you know, critique them. But in games like this where I'm really not happy with my play, I think it's very important to kind of look back and address how you played mechanically, right? It's just like having a hitch in your swing. I had a hitch in my swing today. This was not my best showing. Sometimes you, like I said in the game, you don't play well and you still end up, you know, squeaking by and getting a victory. And I'll take it, you know. Everything had to line right for us to win this one, and thankfully we were able to get a win and secure playoffs. I'm going to become hard week 9. We play Keegan. Keeg is a very good friend of mine, but he needs to beat us to make playoffs, and I'm not going to make it easy on him, especially because I'm a big believer of going into playoffs on the right foot and not just half-assing phoning it in and then kind of losing that edge and going into playoffs and getting smoked in round 1. I'm going to come at that game very hard and hopefully not kicking out of playoffs and push ourselves to 7-2. Our seeding also matters in this league. We get to pick our opponent the higher the CBR, so I want to secure that 7-2 as I believe would give us a guaranteed top 3 seed. So we'd have at least some kind of idea in our matchup. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching though. I apologize about the play this week. It just wasn't up to standard. And hopefully next week it's better. Sometimes you just have games like this, right? I was happy with how we played last week, but this one, not so much. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy and you enjoy these kind of analysis type segments, I've had a lot of people say they do. But let me know if you do. Let me know if I waffled too long on this one, though, because it's like 8 minutes. But I felt like there was a lot to go over. Drop a like on the video if you did enjoy for some reason. Sub if you're new. I'll see you guys next time. Later.